Nice try, Sony. Nice try. I see what y'all doing though. It's actually pretty smart. Anyways though, we're back though, man. And today we're gonna be actually talking about PlayStation 30th anniversary collection, and it seems like a little bit of smoke screens and stuff have been thrown. Some distractions have been thrown around with this collection that's blinding us from reality. But I got an article from IGN that really made me think. It's like, man, this has been a distraction this whole time. But it's actually pretty smart. In my opinion, I think it's smart though. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, comment, some on the video. And man, let's get to this 10,000 subscribers, man. Road to 10K though, man. Let's get to it. All right, shoutouts to IGN. Time extension by Damian McFerrin. Let's see, updated September 21st. This is a couple days ago. PS5's 30th anniversary range is why we should always question nostalgia. A week after the PS5 Pro price uproar, Sony tries to blind us with nostalgia, but has it worked? And you know what's funny? I never really even thought about them trying to distract us. If they are trying to distract us though, but it's actually pretty valid. In my opinion, it's actually pretty smart. But yeah, this is the first. It's fair to say Sony's on a bit of a roller coaster at the moment. The unexpected critical and commercial success of Helldivers 2 gave PlayStation a welcome fill up earlier in the year, only for the big budget Concord to crash and burn spectacularly just days after being on sale. Then came Astrobot, a joyous shot in the arm that restored faith in the brand until Sony announced, let's see, the PS5 Pro will cost $700. If all of this has made your head spin as a PlayStation fan, then the recent announcement of the series of the special 30th anniversary product, all clad in that iconic PS1 gray, will have you reeling once more. In case you missed it, Sony is packaging up the PS5 Pro, PS5 Edition, Digital Edition, PS5 Portal, DualSense, and DualSense Edge in the original PlayStation color design to celebrate 30 years of the famous name. So, what do y'all think? All this stuff going on, you remember like days of like whenever the PS5 Pro got announced, it was going to be $700. We was all, a lot of us was in an uproar and stuff, whatever, saying yeah, that costs too much, right? Yeah, it's like Sony's been on a roller coaster. And then they released the 30th anniversary collection because of what's popular right now. Nostalgia is popular. You see GameStop with a GameStop Retro. You see all these fighting classes coming out. Let's see, what is it? Marvel's Capcom Fighting Collection coming out. Nostalgia. You see Capcom Fighting Collection 2 coming out 2025. Nostalgia. So to blind everybody, and just this is speculation. This isn't 100% true. I don't know if it's 100% true. Just a theory. But to blind everybody from that $700 price tag on the PS5 Pro, they come out with the 30th anniversary collection showing nostalgia, you know, having the PS5 look like the PS1. And they knew, and it's like, okay, you kind of know people are gonna love that because right now, nostalgia is popular. Retro gaming is popular. So are they using that to blind us right now? I don't know. Let me know in the comments how you feel. Do you think that is a tactic they're using? And I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I think it's genius. I personally think it's genius though. Throw the deflection, throw the smoke screen to take attention off of whatever's going on. PlayStation 5 30th anniversary collection. We know what it looks like already. We've seen this, right? We're just gonna show it just for anybody who hasn't seen it. You see this. Let's see the 30th anniversary collection. You see the Pro and then the regular. You see the PSP. You see the two controllers. And you see this. Oh wow, I didn't even see the box that it comes in. Oh, that's hard. Y'all, Sony, y'all are geniuses. You're distracting me. Look at this. It looks like it's coming in the original PlayStation box. I want the PlayStation, but oh, it's working. God dang it, Sony, it's working. I want the box alone. Oh man, nah, y'all not finna do this to me. Oh, y'all, Sony, y'all geniuses, man. Whoever working in y'all marketing department, genius. This isn't the first Sony has used the intoxicating power of nostalgia to tempt its customers to part with their hard-earned cash. A decade ago, it released the 20th anniversary variant of the PS4, again resplendent in PS1 clothing. It's proved to be an effective way of coaxing open even the tightest of purse strings. But in the case of the PS5 Pro, it can't help but wonder if nostalgia is being used more as a band-aid than a marketing tool. It almost got me, dog. Just that box. Seeing that, I didn't even see that box. Putting aside the perfectly valid argument that $700 isn't actually a lot of money for a piece of gaming hardware as powerful as PS5 Pro, there's no getting around the fact Sony asking its fans to dig deep in a period of keen financial hardship. With the cost of living crisis still gripping much of the planet, and the gaming industry itself is something of a slump, the price announcement has gone down like a lead balloon. I imagine Sony anticipated that the response to PS5 Pro's price wouldn't have been glowing, hence the fact it followed up so quickly with the 30th anniversary range. Okay, all right, let's get this clear. People's financial status have nothing to do with what Sony wants to charge. Number one, let's get this straight here. Sony can charge whatever they want. People's financial status does not garner Sony lowering their prices on their product. If that's what Sony wants to charge for their product, they can do that. Has nothing to do with that. Like, you ultimately have the power to spend whatever money that you want to. You don't have to buy this. You don't have to buy anything. It is your responsibility. All right, look at me. Come here. It is your responsibility as a grown-up to budget your money and to choose what you want to spend your money on. It's not Sony's job to raise you. It's not Sony's job to be a financial advisor. It is your job to use discernment on where you want to put your money at, okay? But at the topic at hand, it kind of does feel like that whenever this price comes out for the 30th anniversary collection, is going to justify the $700 price tag of the PS5 Pro, which I kind of find odd. We're only going to release 12,300 units. People that couldn't get the units or whatnot, I'll magically be like, you know what, $700 ain't that much. Let me go ahead and just get this PS5 Pro. But marketing is so important. It is so important. Because it is a difference between you buying something and not buying something. By making it limited, Sony has at least created an environment where scalpers would drive the price so high that $700 will seem almost reasonable in a few months' time. See, that's what I was kind of alluding to. And dog, scalpers y'all resellers gotta chill out, man. Like y'all ruined the sneaker game, y'all ruined pre-order game. It's crazy how hard it is to get certain products these days. Well, because people using bot programs, y'all gotta chill out, man. Like, it's getting old. Of course, it's no surprise Sony would mark the 30th anniversary of PlayStation in some meaningful way. After all, it did so with the PS4 a decade ago. It's perhaps a little unfair to label the recent announcement as a cynical cover-up job to draw attention away from the price, but it has undoubtedly worked. Judging from the reaction, not just online, but from close colleagues and friends, the PS1 branded gear has gone down the storm, proving once again that nostalgia is a powerful and potent drug. Powerful enough to wash away the bad taste generated by the sky-high price confirmation. I'm actually amazed Sony didn't go the whole hog and make this the default design of the PS5 Pro, but by making it limited time offer, it has at least created an environment where scalpers will drive the price so high that $700 will seem almost reasonable in a few months' time. And goodness knows, I've been suckered by this kind of thing many times in the past. When Sega announced its Astro City Mini micro console, arcade perfect renditions of Virtua Fighter, Alien Storm, and Golden Axe, Revenge of Death Adder, I fumbled for my credit card so quickly it almost spun right out of my sweaty fingers. Equally, I've been taken with Nintendo's efforts to dress up the Game Boy Advance and 3DS consoles in NES and SNES designs. Dropping in the iconic red, green, yellow, and blue logo certainly improves things, but you can change the fact that it's still a PS5 underneath the alluring makeup. And I was actually going to bring that up because when you think about it, this right here, all right, it's the 30th anniversary, right? Oh man, it's only 12,500 systems or whatever with this PS1 skin. You could literally go to Amazon and print out and get a PS1 skin made custom exactly how you want it for about $50. For your PS5 that you have right now. Talk about marketing, man. It blinds us for the fact that, oh, it's only going to be 12,300 PS5's 30th anniversary, so I'll never be able to get that. Yeah, it may not be official, but you could literally go get you a skin made on Amazon for your PS5 for about 50 bucks. Now, the controller is a different thing, but marketing is one hell of a thing though, man. We should always be on guard for underhanded attempts to leverage it in order to divert attention from other shortcomings and failings. Despite all of it, I am not too proud to admit I'll probably experience a slight twinge of FOMO when pre-orders go live, and I know several of my colleagues are already counting down the days until release. A cynical marketing ploy, it may be, but Sony knows exactly what it's doing here. And that's why I say, Sony, y'all are geniuses, man. Y'all are geniuses. I was blind reading this whole thing or whatever, and like I said, just the box alone that I've seen almost got me. But it does spark up some, some questions of what Sony really trying to capitalize off of, retro gaming and stuff being popular right now. And did they use that to distract us from the fact that the PS5 Pro is going to be $700 and people don't agree with that price point? So now it's like, okay, we're going to make a limited amount of these systems, even though it's just a PS5 with the PS1 skins over it, when you can literally probably get those made custom on Amazon right now. Interesting, man. Yeah, but let me know, man. I mean, those are just my thoughts though, man. But let me know how y'all feel about Sony and what they're doing right now. Do you think that 30th anniversary collection is a distraction, or are they just paying homage? Paying homage to the OG PlayStation. But you already know what to do, man. This is Architect Mr. J with another video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, comment, share. Until next time, peace.